220 points away. Okay? Interesting. Okay, people send me messages on this UPST, what I meant. So UPST has moved up 100 points up. If they want to issue stock, they can. If they issue stock, the stock is going to go down hard. Okay? So just know that. Know that. Then we see. Today is very simple to me. SPX needs to get that positive really fast right off the bat, and then we see. And if booking can get positive and run, then we really go. Okay, let's start the recording. Okay, good morning, everybody. 9:27. Okay, stocks go up, stocks go down, then we see. Lack of truck drivers causing gas issue. There's not enough gas supplies. Wow. Crazy happenings. Let me tell you one other thing happened today to me. So requested an Uber at like 3:30, a Lyft. It had 5 different drivers except nothing was close. It was 30 minutes away. Isn't that interesting? And they canceled, and so had a family member need a lift. So really crazy. No drivers, and the drivers that they were giving it to them, and they're 30 miles away, and I'm like, there's no way this driver is coming. Nobody's going to drive 30 miles to get to your house to take you somewhere. Right? Very interesting. Lionel is saying airports are busy, flights are full. Now, that is absolutely true. I know Lexi went to Vegas last week, and Rachel and everybody went to Vegas, and wall-to-wall people, wall-to-wall booking, every place is packed. Every single place is packed. No one's wearing masks, and they're all packed. So that's true. Okay? Completely crazy. So just know that. So travel is better, and you see Airbnb get better, booking got better, and let's see what happens. Okay. Good morning, everybody. SPX down about 10 to 12, somewhere in there. That puts it back at 45.45. You got 44.45. You got 44.09, 44.26, 44.09. If 43.91 comes, you can crater. Okay, so just know that. And just crater. Okay? LRCX doing nothing, couldn't get through. It's in no man's land. So really probably will not play this again till it gets through 622 up or 581 down. NVIDIA just doing nothing. I kept telling you this is about October 10th. Do they accept the thing or they block the deal? Okay, if they block the deal, this may go to 160. So know that. Okay? Facebook was up 2 this morning. I'm like, why is Facebook even going up? I mean, this is fascinating to me. I mean, this thing should be back at 341, so we'll see. Goldman Sachs very strong, 396. If Goldman Sachs stays strong and it holds, and it gets near 400, the market can't crater. Okay? It can go down, but it can't crater. GME trying to break lower. Watch this one. 181, 179. Very interesting here. Is not really going up. NOW tried to get through 670. Can't do it yet. CRM very strong. If it drops about 5 points, then it'll be ready. So wait. NVAC sitting right there, 266. SHOP needs 1391 down, 1508 up. CMG trying to get hit higher of year. Hold on a second. CMG trying to hit high of year. Needs 1961. Amazon got a downgrade. See if it comes back up. If it comes back up fast, it'll be okay. We may sell these. You thought maybe this was going to rally. It was 26 points up on SPX. Looked really good. And obviously this happened. UPST, I love it if it gets down to 309-ish area. 309-ish area, then we get back in. BKNG, very, very simple. If it gets through 2509, it can run. Netflix, 591, 599, 603 accelerator. Underneath 581 bad. BTNX, watch this 320. If people are getting tired of BTNX and Moderna, and they're not moving, and they start lower, there's a long way they can go. Moderna can go 372. BTNX can go to 271. Now, one other thing Steve Weiss said, if the pandemic ends and Moderna and them are no longer selling their vaccines to the government, the price goes up 6 to 8x. 6 to 8x. Now, the insurances will cover that, but they make 6 to 8 times the money they were making before. Now, here's the thing. If you sell, and you got to go do the math. You got to go do the math. If you sell 100 of them, let's say they're getting $2. Well, let's say they're getting $5. If they're getting $5 a shot and they get 100 people to take it, I'm just making up numbers. They make $500. $500, right? But if they can charge 5 times as much, and just say 5, even though it's 6 or 7, we'll say 5. So instead of $5, they can charge $25. But they're only going to get 20% of the people to take it. 20% of 100 is 20. 20 times 25, 500. You're just about the same, unless you get more people to take it. So just because the price goes up 5x or 6x doesn't mean you make more, because right now the government is paying them for all these shots, even though if they're not used or whatever. So they have to get back to the 50% of how many people were taking it to actually make that price of 6x better. That's the math. That's how I would do it. Okay? Then we see. Now, that brings me to SAVA. Or not SAVA, to BIIB. Now, the thing I heard on BIIB is fascinating to me. I don't know if it's true, but if it's true, the CEO doesn't understand anything. They said that only 100 people in the whole world are taking this drug on approval. Only 100 people. Now, I don't know what it costs, 150,000, 200,000, maybe 400,000, I don't know. And insurance is not paying. Think about it. So if they knock the price down, say from 400,000 to 20,000. So at 400,000 times 100 at 20, 400,000, 4 million, 40 million. So they're getting 40 million for the drug right now with just 100 people. And say they go down to 20,000. So then you need 2,000 people. You need 2,000 people to make the same amount of money. But would you not get 100,000 people if you lowered the price to 20,000? I don't know. So just keep an eye on that. That's why this BIIB is straight down. How do you get only 100 people in the whole world to take a drug? But that means SAVA, that's good news for SAVA. That means if you really have something that works better, then it can really go. So just keep an eye on it. Moderna, this 400 is very key. It can't seem to get through 452. Roku, sitting there, it couldn't break up, got a huge upgrade, but it got a downgrade. Now that's different. Over the course of the last 3 years, you have not seen a lot of things that get an upgrade, get a downgrade the next day. They do get downgrades, but they don't get them the next day. It's like the other guy said immediately, you're wrong. Tesla, 762, it broke it, took off. Had a chance to buy the 770s at a penny, had a chance to buy the 760s at 20 cents, went to $14. Then we see, and then we see. Okay? Okay. Thoughts on a firm hitting higher of year? A firm is doing well. They're doing well. End of month also, then we see end of month. True went to Miami Airport, completely booked. Miami Airport's a madhouse. All the flights are full everywhere, absolutely. Please repeat Roku. Roku is interesting because I've told you Roku is not even worth $100. It's not worth $100, but it's a love stock. When a love stock fails, it drops a long way. But it takes an act of God to fail a love stock. GME is a love stock. GME is not worth nothing, but it's completely loved. But one day, whenever it is, it'll drop 40 or 50 and it'll scare some people. And then it will go way down. Way down. Then we see. Tesla needs 782 is the big number today. Keep an eye on that. GS and JP Morgan look solid, absolutely, and oil moving up. UK can't find any truckers. Interesting. This is really crazy. My friend works for a big private company that makes baby products, is raising prices 12%. Wow, 12% on formula? Interesting. Multiple semiconductor suppliers for Tesla, Apple, Intel, including Eason, Union Micro, ASC, which have plants manufacturing, recently announced they will suspend factory operations for electricity. Wow, this is kind of crazy. So BBIG is up. Very nice. We'll probably write the 10 calls right off the bat today if we can get $1. Very nice. Keep lowering the cost. Costco is impacted by the backlog, and that's what we know. That's what we got. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat. Go slow. If Tesla gets positive and the market gets back positive, then we run. If not, be careful, because you're going into end of month. You're going into this whole thing of the government shutdown, and if people start to sell, they will sell fast again. Okay? Thanks, everyone. See you.